Welcome to Waco, Texas, home of the Baylor Bears at McLean Stadium. Boats lining the brasses as the Baylor line is ready to welcome the Bears onto the field. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Bears will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First down for the offense. Going to the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And you can do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Got it in the middle. It's Flanagan. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And look, defenses obviously have to play man coverage in different situations of the game, but you got to wonder if this defense wants to keep playing man after giving up that big play.
He'll keep it himself. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front 7 and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
A little screen to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
Offense getting set for first down. Power football with the run. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. Makes the catch and knocked down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
And that last run leaves him with a 3rd down. Well, they keep it on the ground. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. They're bringing heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Bears line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the returner will be brought down. Here come the Irish back on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Offense set on 1st down. Looking to throw. Right down the middle. Hauls it in. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver. Put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Correa. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job of getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Motion from the offense. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Getting some heat. He'll try to do it himself.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on 1st down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Quarterback will audible. They'll run the toss. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the big tackle.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Notre Dame 7, Baylor 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
And the Bears with the 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a way.
They'll try the left side. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Caught near the sticks. It's Hudson. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And I like it. 3rd down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a 1st and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
He'll set up to throw. Feeling some heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
3rd and goal coming up here. He's looking downfield to throw. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Florida Atlantic is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Boca for some time. They're up 14 over the Sharks. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Defense showing blitz here. Give to the running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Brought down at the 29-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Looking for a crease to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Scrambling away. Trying to make magic with his feet. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Pocket starts to collapse. Sends it downfield. Pulls it in inside the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Irish.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Evans. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, when you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where...
Trying to burn this defensive back. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it past the marker. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They keep attacking through the air. On the run, still looking. Fires the pass, intercepted. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Off play action. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
This is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Going up top. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He wants to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Fielded in the end zone, it's Evans. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Runs through a tackle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Baylor.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. They'll run play action. Going downfield for the big play. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too. Give a lot of credit to defense on this one. They were able to generate a pass rush, force the quarterback to move off of his spot, and that definitely affected his accuracy. That's a big reason why that throw was incomplete.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
What is the deal? Come on.
Now let's go. Not even a play? Come on, guys.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Can make a play here. Take it to him.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Bears want to pick up the tempo. The give to the back. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Sixth play of the drive coming up.
42 Spider.
The play action fake. Going deep. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Looking for more room. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down.
stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll go to the ground. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Let's see what they do on third down. Looking for room. It's Love. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Oh, this is a bad, bad shame. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. The Bears headed quickly to the line. Third down play from the gun. Looking for space to the left. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10.
It's really frustrating for a defense when you cover that first play and you knew it was going to be a pass, you cover everything short, but then the quarterback just makes some...
Unloads it downfield. And it's caught inside the 25. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Quarterback checking the play. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Extending the play. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
You and the homies can trade your outfits.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Pick up for 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Offense facing 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You see the offense trying to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers this space out of the right flat of the field, see what can happen, but you need a more accurate throw.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. On third down, he drops the throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Running it back, it's Hudson. Touchdown, Baylor! The special teams with a special moment.
Well, they needed a momentum-shifting play. Playing at home, they're able to get the punt return and take it the distance out. He made one guy miss, and it was off to the races.
Great job. Secure the catch, make the guy miss, get towards that sideline, and just use your speed and get to the end zone. What a great game-changing play, and this place is going bananas.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Got it in the middle. It's Love. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Big time throwing that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Looking left. That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
I love that play call. Quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Peterson. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
To the air on first down. Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Notre Dame 21, Baylor 10.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He wants to throw it again. Looking to scramble. Complete to the right. Tackled after picking up the first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Peterson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They're going to test the right side with this one. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Touchdown Bears! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws him to within a field goal. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here come the Irish back on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
He's got great speed. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score, your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught over the middle. It's Hudson. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups, and this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
Going up top on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man. It's Hudson.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Bears are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
He'll toss it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On the play. Third down coming up.
Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Coming after it. It's complete to the left. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Fourth down coming up.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one splits the uprights. Fellas, we have a high ball game here in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Florida Atlantic is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Boca for some time. They're up by 31 over the Sharks. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Trying play action. Gonna take a shot at this DB. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
And third down for a defensive lineman, trust me, I'm one of them, is money down. Go get me that quarterback. Make the stop. Get him to fourth down. The defensive line, the defense was ready to rock and roll. Nice job.
The Irish send out the punt unit. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
And he'll be brought down.
At the 6-yard line. Brings up second and goal.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout. Baylor.
Let's make a play here.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, Baylor! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They want to run it left here. At the 35, he's loose. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout. Notre Dame.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and the last chance is just out of reach, and that's going to do it. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.